So to me, agility is about the sort of the reallocation or the allocation of resources against either areas of the greatest challenge or the greatest opportunity, or if you're dealing with individuals, the greatest development need. But it's that sense, to me, it's that sense of motion and dynamism in terms of how you make resource allocation decisions. Now that's probably wrong, but that's how I think about it. And I think, we're quite a good organisation. We think quite a lot about that. We replan constantly. We're lucky in that the external environment we operate in is quite agile. It's quite dynamic. Technology is constantly changing. Consumer demands and requirements are constantly going up. And so that, to a degree, that forces us to keep that sense of replanning and being agile, not overcommit in any one area, and be willing to revisit those decisions quite rapidly. And I think it goes across capital allocation within functions, between markets. It goes to how you develop your best people, where indeed they should sit. What is the role of finance within that? Because finance is often a donor or a leader in terms of how we configure finance. Often dictates how the organisation responds. So to me it's all of those things, and self-evident it's one of those things that you've got to get right. We spend quite a lot of time, both with the West Coast community. So one of the ways we've tried culturally to force ourselves into this is one through performance sport, where we've worked with obviously Team Sky in cycling, and we use that as a stimuli as to how we should think about our business, but also exposing ourselves to the West Coast, to Silicon Valley, where we've got an incubator and we make investments and we try and bring a lot of those learnings back into our own business. And those are two things that we think keep us relatively agile, because you're exposing yourself to organisations that probably, to be honest, spend all their time thinking about it. So we might spend a little bit of time thinking about how can we be more agile, but we expose ourselves to people who spend much more of their time thinking about it because it matters more to them.